The purpose of daylight savings time is for it to be lighter out later into the night. And the only way to actually accomplish that is to set your clock later. That way, when you get up in the morning, it's dark out, but whatever, it's the morning in time. And then throughout the day, once it comes time for sundown, you actually have your clock set later on. So instead of sundown happening at 7 p.m., it happens at 8 p.m. Now, how do we actually accomplish this? You find where in the world that where in the world the clocks are going to be set at a later time. So let's say you're here. If you're in this time zone and everything is accurate to this time zone, which time zone will be earlier and which time zone will be later? Well, we know the sun sets in the west, it goes this way. So the sun wouldn't have reached this time zone yet, meaning it's earlier. Their clocks are earlier, these clocks are later. You also know that by their zone descriptions. This is plus. Over here we'd be in +2. Over here we'd be over here we'd be in +3. Over here we're in +2. So if you wanted to get your clocks to be later, you would really just subtract one from your zone description and use the more easterly time zone. You can always, the easiest way for me is to just imagine yourself hopping over to the next relative time zone from yours. And instead of using ZD +2, just imagine you're all the way out over here and do all of your calculations based off of that. It's important to remember that you're still in this location, you're just using this time zone for your own practical purposes. Now, when it comes to voyage planning, you're not going to be able to easily know where in the world is using daylight savings time and for what reasons, whether they're using single, or places like Spain do double daylight savings time, which sounds insane, but it's actually kind of awesome. You're going to get that out of your Coast Pilots. So if ever you're in a voyage planning situation and you need to look that stuff up, go to your Coast Pilots or sailing directions, and you'll be able to figure out if a certain area is going to be in daylight savings time when you get there. This is important for long distance ETAs.